It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. The action tonight will be happening out in Phoenix, where the Suns will be going up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. Great center matchup tonight. Shaq, I know you've been waiting all day to watch this one. One of the best low-post players of all time in yourself. Give us your thoughts on why the stretch five has become so popular.
Well, in a lot of offenses these days, floor spacing is king. And what you see now, you see a lot of bigs are practicing shooting the three more than ever.
Yeah, even the younger centers. You think of Towns and Cousins and Embiid, as powerful as they are, they love to stay on that perimeter and shoot that three ball. So it's hard to stay on the floor right now if you can't shoot it.
Yes, you came into the league at the right time.
No, I would have made them revert back to
so you'd have a hard time getting off the bench these days, Shaq, because you didn't shoot the three ball well.
Shaq on the bench don't even sound right together. That's like peanut butter and tar.
That can be pretty tasty.
No, that doesn't sound right together, Ernie.
No, it doesn't. I'm just kidding, big fella. Wasn't it funny? Did you find that amusing?
You hurt my feelings, Ernie.
Did you hurt? Come on.
Don't talk
Give
to me
a
for
big
2 seconds. La 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 la.
Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We have an interconference showdown here in Phoenix, where the Suns will be playing host. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Brad Stevens is one of the youngest coaches in the league. At the same time, he's one of the longest tenured coaches in Celtics history. Kyrie Irving said he brings the ultimate unwavering confidence. Chill but assertive. He demands excellence out of you. You want to play for him. Kevin?
All right, David. Both teams tonight, Doris, looking to take a measured approach to this game. What should we expect to see in these half-court sets?
Yeah, typically these two coaches want to make sure they're in control of what's transpiring in the half-court. So you'll see that point guard look over to the sideline, maybe get a play call from the head coach, and then try to execute it. But they're certainly seeking out the best matchups, and if that means changing sides of the floor, getting to the third and fourth options, that's exactly what these teams will do.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're at the backcourt, and it's Tatum in at the three. The things Kyrie Irving can do with the basketball are just jaw-dropping. Doris, a gifted ball handler.
Well, he will go down as one of the best dribblers to ever play the game. Creative, consistent, quick with every move. He is fun to watch, Kev.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
You know what's interesting is so many people wondered how Kyrie Irving would fit with the Boston Celtics. Well, the answer was pretty perfectly. He steps right into the system and has to carry the team, and the team flourishes with him at the head.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Well, Doris, it's rare to see a star player like Irving transition so smoothly onto a new team.
Well, agreed, Kevin. It wasn't just a new team. This was an established new team. But credit both Kyrie and the Celtics for coming to grips with how he fit.
Now here's Booker. His three-pointers off the mark. Now Irving. Passes it to Horford. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I'll tell you, it takes a lot to knock Al Horford off balance. He is incredible at keeping his concentration through contact.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Fires for three. And there's Bridges on the assist by Warren. Bridges has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Irving kicks to Horford. And here is Irving. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Horford has a wide open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Now, here's Warren. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Jackson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Boston takes it the other way. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, terrific performance. Really synced on both sides of the ball.
Well, especially offensively. The chemistry these guys have is infectious, and it really shows.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Horford. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here, and stolen by Horford. Irving against Booker. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And the wide open shot from Morris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Morris has got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Bridges. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. Here's Booker. They grab their own miss, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Ayton's got his first points in this one.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Irving, good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Bridges kicks to Warren. Booker outside. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, you're talking about a guy like Booker, perfectly suited for the catch-and-shoot game.
Irving against Warren. Irving drives in. Nice D from Warren.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
I'll tell you, you have to respect the passing skills of Al Horford. He can pick apart a defense.
Bridges kicks to Ayton. Pass to Bridges. Booker with it. Here's Ayton. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
You know, for a first guy early in his career, Booker's been tremendous finding the open man.
Irving finds Morris. Tatum, that's for 2. The shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And how about that bench? I mean, you got to give it up for that second unit. They really sparked that victory.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Greg, that the guys off the bench stepped up and provided the necessary spark.
Stolen by Warren. Bridges dishes to Warren. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You can see that T.J. Warren has no problem playing through contact or around multiple bodies. How about the power?
You know, Doris, there's a lot to like about T.J. Warren's game, especially on the offensive end.
You're right. He's resourceful. He's versatile. There's enough size there to challenge you on the interior. He's worked on that perimeter skill. Just one of the guys who naturally knows how to score.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Warren. Doors when the light finally goes on for a young guy. So fun to watch. Younger players who've got all the talent and all the world right in front of them, but yet haven't put it all together just quite yet.
It's amazing to me how quickly we can give up on a young guy who maybe doesn't find success right out of the gate. But the reality is you have to remember, player development is the lifeblood of this league, maybe now more than ever with the current state of the salary cap. So a little patience as a fan base goes a long, long way.
Now here's Jackson following the miss by Al Horford. 5 to shoot. And there's 8, and that's good on the assist by Jackson. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, and guys, that's what he wanted to avoid, a second foul before the end of the opening period.
And Phoenix making a change here. Rivers checked in. Jackson against Tatum. That one goes in.
Boy, hitting for good percentage here in the first quarter. He's doing what he can to get his team off on the right foot.
And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, you know, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
And when you talk about someone being thrown into the fire, Tatum called on early by the Celtics his rookie year.
That's right. With the injury to Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum was placed into a very prominent role. And how impressive was he with the poise and the polish throughout the year? Really incredible.
Brown. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Suns trail by 5. Now, here's Bridges. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now, here's Jackson. And that one is good. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
Well, if you can be efficient, you want to work that mid-range jumper into your game. Josh Jackson does it there.
Irving kicks to Morris. Out left to the wing. Horford the pass to Brown. Clock at 6. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, how about Jaylen Brown showing us his touch down low, skilled at getting high percentage shots in the paint.
Rivers with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Brooklyn. There's the lob to Jackson.
And you like to see Jackson with the daylight there not hesitate to pull the trigger. He's a solid scorer who's starting to feel comfortable from that area.
Boston leading by 3. Brown feeling out a bit. To the inside. The kick out to Tatum. This ball movement by Boston. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Bridges. The 15-footer. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
I think sometimes that's all it takes, right? We'll see if it helps them moving forward in this one.
So for the Suns, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Warren. Kelly Oubre comes in for Jackson. And it's Crawford in for Bridges. And a new group in for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Morris. Gordon Hayward comes in for Tatum. Smart's checked in for Brown. And it's Rozier in for Irving. Now, here's Holmes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Oubre can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Rozier kicks to Horford. Over Ayton. Horford no luck.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Rozier with the steal. And now here's Rozier, the fast break champs. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And very little defense here to start the game.
Boy, both teams rolling right now on the offensive end. We got a little barn burner cooking.
Now here's Rivers. No points in the game yet for him. Count it.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And the pass to Smart. Gets hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Oubre. Defended by Hayward. Passes to Holmes. The dish to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Kicks it to Baines. Pass to Horford. Hayward on the wing. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Gordon Hayward, not just a jump shooter. This guy will get to the cup.
Rivers against Smart. Crawford outside. To the left wing. To the paint. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Crawford. And that's now 10 points for DeAndre Ayton. This arena in downtown Phoenix opened in 1992. Doris in 2022, they can opt out of their lease. Otherwise, they'll be locked in for another 10 years.
Well, they're currently playing in the 6th oldest NBA arena, and the Suns are hoping to either renovate that building or build a brand new one. The question becomes, of course, who pays for it?
Here's Crawford following the bucket by the Celtics. Rivers in the corner. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Rozier the pass to Baines. Rozier against Crawford. From 12 feet out. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
1:10 left in the first. It's Rivers on the wing. Another one falls for Phoenix. There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. Crawford against Rozier. Baines inside, guarded by Holmes. Here's Horford. No good with the triple. The Suns trailing. 3-pointer, and Hayward with the block.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a dependable two-way player. How good is he at using his length to turn away these shots?
Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Phoenix. And the Celtics also making a change. Tice is checked in. Here's Holmes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rivers against Hayward. Crawford finds Rivers. Phoenix, no good that time either. Boston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Crawford against Rozier. Pass to Hayward. Over Rivers. True on the 14-footer. Hayward's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, there's an accuracy and an assertiveness to Gordon Hayward. So good at getting to the mid-range game.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Celtics out in front, up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
It has, Greg, no doubt. Love that they've gotten after it on the defensive end. Just continue to put pressure on.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Boston, we've got Rozier, also Smart out there. Aaron Baines out there with Hayward. And it's Tice in at the 4 slot. Now here's Crawford. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. This game is all even.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
And the Celtics with possession here. The Suns getting the bucket, and he gets it to go. Baines has got his first points of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Booker kicks to Holmes. Crawford outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Doris, who are some of the players you watch that get stronger as the game goes on? They're not cut down by fatigue and still have that energy, something left in the tank.
Those guys who show me superhuman strength a la Kevin Harlan. Those guys who come to mind, LeBron James, that's a bad man. It doesn't matter if it's the first minute or the 48th minute. Russell Westbrook is indefatigable. His stamina and his ability to dominate in triple overtime once is absolutely incredible. And then what did we see from Anthony Davis when Boogie Cousins went down? A man who for 48 minutes on both ends is a problem. Those 3 men, Kev.
Endless energy. Both free throws good from Crawford. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Smart dishes to Hayward. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
What gorgeous shooting from the wingman. Hayward is as consistent as they come from there.
Daniels kicks to Oubre. Booker in the corner. A 3 ball. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Oh, he is one hard player to deal with at the offensive end.
Outside, Smart. Ripped away. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. And it's Rozier missing. Suns leading by 3. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Rozier after the Suns pick up 2. Baines passes to Smart. Hayward outside. Boston, no good that time either. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Kicks it out to Crawford. There's the 3. And Baines pulls it down. Celtics trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To stop the run, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Devin Booker. Guard Terry Rozier, a fantastic spark plug off the bench for this team, Doris.
The reality to me is Terry Rozier is a good enough player to be a starter in the NBA, but that ability to create instant offense, really special.
He's off on the first. And not too long ago, Doris, the Celtics put up the most shots in the league 2 years in a row, but last season they were 25th in that category.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They became a different type of team 1 year ago. There was more movement, more sharing of the basketball. They went deeper into the shot clock on almost every possession, and that made it harder for defenses to key in on any one individual. When you think about the Boston Celtics last year, they were defined by their defense. But one overlooked area was the improvement they made in their defensive rebounding numbers. Think about it, was their only top 10 finish in that category in the last 10 years. Incredible.
Now, here's Holmes. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And yes, it's good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Celtics. They trail by 6. Hits from the high post. Irving's got 6. And, of course, the key to the Celtics' success last year, proficiency on the defensive end in general.
Well, best defense in the league by many statistical measures, Kevin. They had incredible switchability almost across the board. Pretty much everyone on the floor could guard multiple positions. This is how they built their roster. He's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Celtics trail by 7. Here's the 3. That one, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far. And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Dishes it to Tatum. Tice kicks to Irving. In the corner, it's Morris. Nice ball movement by Boston. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 20-7 run. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And this is encouraging to see from Josh Jackson, proving he's got takeover ability. That's pretty.
Celtics trail by 11. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. One, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
5 to shoot, and they pick up 2. That's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, that's just a master of understanding pick and roll and how to develop a quality shot. Such a dangerous guy in those sets.
Now, here's Warren. He dishes it to Jackson. Booker in the corner. Here's Ayton. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Irving. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Back to Jackson, and stolen by Tatum. To the inside. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Brown.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball. Pretty pass.
The pass to Bridges. Booker looking around. Puts up a 3. Morris with the rebound. Celtics trail by 9. Irving with it. Bridges covering. Brown the pass to Tice. That one no good. Nice D from Warren. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Feeds to Warren. Sinks that one from the post. Warren's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix.
Well, you like the effort of T.J. Warren, capitalizing when he's shooting in the painted area.
Irving against Booker. Ball's knocked loose. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And it's Warren with the jam.
Well, T.J. Warren finishes with authority. We'll give you a salute, sir.
Irving against Booker. Irving finds Morris. Tatum, that's for 2. That one a little long.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And they double up Jackson. Warren. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Warren's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Booker against Irving. Pass to Tice. Just 5 on the clock. He kicks to Morris. Shoots over Warren. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Morris has got 5 now.
You get the sense Marcus Morris, this close, says, I can score on anyone.
Bridges passes to Ayton. To the middle. Now Irving. He's got 8. And it's Brown missing. Bridges against Brown. And Booker kicks to Warren. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Over Tatum. Jackson misses. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. On the wing, Irving. A baseline J. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 10. And no doubt Brad Stevens, one of the most respected young coaches in the NBA. Doris, he doesn't try to coach around foul trouble.
You know what I love about Brad Stevens is he's always trying to question the norm, meaning he doesn't want to do something simply because that's the way it's always been done. So just because a guy has 2 fouls doesn't mean he automatically takes him out. I like that kind of out-of-the-box thinking.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Some changes for Phoenix. Oubre comes in for Warren. And it's Austin Rivers in for Jackson. And then for Boston, Al Horford is checked in for Daniel Tice. Gordon Hayward comes in for Morris. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jason Tatum.
His shot's hitting on another level here in the second. I mean, it's looking effortless now.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Down low, and Ayton throws it down.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here is Irving. 13 points in the game. Brown, right side. It's deflected.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Brown outside. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field. How about the leap forward, guys, that Jaylen Brown took as a second-year player in the NBA? He improves across the board and becomes a mainstay of their rotation. And there's so much to like about his future, guys.
One shot.
Suns leading by 9.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
Absolutely. You have to execute. No reason why they can't get a couple of chances at scores.
Ayton. Here's Rivers. Rebound, Boston.
Well, they know not to leave him open from mid-range, and they're all over him on that shot.
It's deflected. They retain possession.
Boy, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
The first one falls. No good on the second free throw. Phoenix leading by 8. Rivers passes to Oubre. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You're going to have to hit Oubre hard to prevent the bucket, boy. If you don't, he's going to play through it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And remember, you know, he grew up in New Orleans, but Kelly Oubre had to move to Texas after Hurricane Katrina. Some tough times that he said put a little bit of a chip on his shoulder to this day.
Outside Irving. Kicks to Smart. Launches a 3. It's good from long range. Smart's got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not getting the ball out of the net. You know, we got to get stops, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us. And we just got to continue to compete. That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to you, I guess.
And you.
Not you.
Not him?
You.
Oh, her for sure.
Them.
Yes.
This is Ernie Johnson. That's Kenny, that's Shaq. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. DeAndre Ayton was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 block. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
Most team wants versatility at the 5 spot. Now DeAndre Ayton gives you that. We know about his size, the length, but what impresses me is the skill set, Ernie. Comfortable on the block, has the range out to the three-point line, great ball handler. He's what you get if you combine me and Kenny. Well, probably me and you, Ernie.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
Suns leading by 8. We've got Josh Jackson. Ayton is out there with Warren. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Back to Booker. Over Irving. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Now, great look on that. Just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Pass to Tatum. And here is Horford. Irving kicks to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
One shot, gentlemen.
You get the sense that Jason Tatum has a drive to be great. This is a young player who doesn't lack for confidence. I love watching him play.
Now, here's Warren. Bridges kicks to Warren. Outside Jackson. No good on the 3.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Irving.
If you get caught watching the ball against Kyrie, he's going to go right by you every time.
Here's Bridges. On the wing, Booker. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the second half. They're going to have to start tightening things up on the offensive end.
Brown, good.
Marvelous start to the second half, 3 for 3.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Bridges against Brown. Bridges kicks to Ayton. Outside Warren. From deep. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Boy, they can't buy one right now. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
The Suns front office have said it's time to raise the bar. Doris, the rebuild can go on only so long. They don't want a losing mentality to set in.
Well, we've heard this before, Kevin, right? The open letter to fans in 2016 promising to turn it around. But in the end, it's not about words. It's about wins.
Now Booker, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer, cans it from downtown.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Celtics trail by 3. Irving finds Horford. Back to Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 17.
It's the balance that Kyrie Irving maintains, even after getting hit on the drive. It's incredible.
Booker outside. Down low. It's stolen by Brown. Tipped away. Morris outside. Pass to Brown. He kicks it to Tatum. 6 to shoot. For the lead, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up. And Jaylen Brown was given quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
Two.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Ayton. Troy Daniels comes in for Josh Jackson. And it's Crawford in for Bridges. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, the Phoenix Suns guys have missed the playoffs for 8 straight seasons. That continues the longest playoff drought in franchise history.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Boston. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Phoenix has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And before this drought, the Suns had missed the playoffs in consecutive seasons since the 1980s.
Well, remember, this was a very proud franchise, historically one of the league's best regular season records. Fans are so hoping they can get back on a winning track.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Jaylen Brown. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, the jumper is dangerous from anywhere, there's no doubt, but mid-range is where Booker hits the highest percentage.
Irving kicks to Horford. Count the basket. Horford's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
They are just killing them on the interior.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Crawford outside. And there's the pass to Daniels. Warren with the ball. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Drops in the tray. And that's now 9 points for Crawford.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Suns leading by 3. And Booker kicks to Crawford. Outside Warren. And it's Phoenix scoring again. And Boston has possession. Now here's Irving. He's got 17. Passes it to Rozier. Lays it up and banks it in. Rozier's got 9 points.
I'll tell you, somebody on the defensive end has got to step in and try to get a body on him there.
Over in the corner, Warren. Back to Booker. To the paint. Here's Holmes. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Rozier, the pass to Irving. Inside. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at Portland. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
Well, right now, Phoenix, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately, they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. And here are the Suns now, after the basket by Boston. Warren kicks to Daniels. Over Rozier. That one off the back iron and out. Celtics trail by 3. And here's Tatum for 3. Drills it from outside. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
This guy, a sensational shooter. It doesn't take a lot of separation for Jason Tatum to put it in the basket. Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Outside Warren. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Goes up and slam dunk by Tatum.
There's no doubt Kyrie Irving has proven to be more active as a defender now. He has a good feel for when to go after steals.
And the Suns call time. The Suns coach Igor Kokoshkov has coached Slovenia to the 2017 Eurobasket title. Doris, the country's first ever European title. It certainly helped put his name on the map.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. This young man has had great success internationally and as an NBA assistant. And how about Kokoshkov, a homecoming in Phoenix? He and his family have maintained a house there for over a decade.
Oubre's checked in for Phoenix. Rivers comes in for Jamal Crawford. Baines with the block. Pass to Daniels. Block at 6. Sinks the triple. Daniels has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Gentlemen, this guy goes from good three-point shooter to great when you give him that kind of space.
Irving kicks to Smart. Now here's Horford, guarded by Holmes. Inside, here's Irving. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rivers looking over the floor. Pass to Booker and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Right side Smart. Got a hand on it. Booker with it. 9 points in the game so far. Over Irving. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
Irving dishes to Hayward. Back to Irving. And stolen by Booker. On the wing, Daniels. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Celtics. Here's Baines. Irving finds Horford. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Irving.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
That free throw, no good. So he comes up empty, missing both. In a somewhat unbelievable circumstance last season, Doris, Celtics coach Brad Stevens receiving 0 votes for Coach of the Year.
It was surprising in this way, Kevin. This is a man who lost his 2 best scorers to injury and still led his team to the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. But I think if you look across the league 1 year ago, there were tremendous coaching jobs done from any number of guys. And the reality is Brad Stevens is by far one of the best coaches in the NBA. Hardware or no hardware?
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Phoenix calls timeout. Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Bridges comes in for Troy Daniels. And a change for the Celtics. Brown, he's checked in for Al Horford. Now Rivers. 5 points in the game. Booker outside. Now here's Ayton. Defense is right there. Drills the three-pointer. Bridges has got 9.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Now here's Brown. He's got 13. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, DeAndre Ayton, all that hype around him. He goes 7 feet, 250 with that 7'5" wingspan and already produces. But still, he shows considerable upside.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Greg, what amazes me about Ayton, the skill level for someone his size.
I mean, he can put the ball on the floor, really improving as a facilitator. You look at Embiid, you look at Big Cat, Ayton gives you a lot of those similar traits.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Booker. He's got 11. Kicks it to Oubre. The pass to Ayton. And the shot goes in. 18 points for him.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Celtics trail by 4. Irving passes to Hayward. Smart on the wing. To the inside. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The shot's good from Irving. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Rivers kicks to Oubre. The dish to Bridges. To the paint and stolen by Irving. Here's Smart. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 9 assists now tonight.
The clever floater, right? Marcus Smart putting the right amount of touch on what is really a tough shot.
Now here's Booker. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Booker against Irving. Hayward outside. For the lead. It doesn't go for him. Here's Rivers. Got the shot! He caught it!
No better feeling.
Right on the money.
Gracious. 3 points at the buzzer.
An absolute miracle that one went in. A circus shot to end the quarter.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, GA, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Hayward is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. And it's Irving at the point guard position. Now here is Irving. To the middle. Here's Brown. And that one is off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pulls it from 20. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Well, doors for Kelly Oubre to maximize his potential in this league. The jump shot will be key.
Right, Kevin, and there are positive signs where Kelly Oubre and his long-range shooting are concerned. His usage and efficiency have both gone up over the last couple of years. He's also been more aggressive on the offensive end, spending more time at the free throw line, and you would expect that with the level of athleticism he brings.
Free throw, good, Oubre. And both free throws good for Oubre.
Well, things could not have been worse for the Phoenix Suns a year ago. They were the worst offense and the worst defense in the NBA. Boy, you guys talk about struggling. That's the very definition.
Now here is Horford. Back to Brown. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And you look at the stats for the Suns last season, Doris, not many bright spots.
Right, Kevin, I think this is an organization that throws the stats out. They are looking at building from the ground up. There are so many areas to address. The first is the acquisition of great NBA talent.
Two shots.
First free throw is good.
What an interesting evolution for the Celtics last year at the point guard position. Of course, they trade Brooklyn's unprotected #1 pick for Kyrie Irving. Then Irving goes down, and you think, okay, they have to go into the playoffs without that veteran closer.
Second free throw, no good. One thing we know about the Kyrie injury, they discovered a potential star in guard Terry Rozier.
Well, I think the Celtics knew what they had in Terry Rozier. This is the guy many in the organization wanted to draft in that draft class. And I believe Terry Rozier is a starting point guard in the league, and he certainly proved just that.
Now here's Ayton. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Jackson passes to Ayton. The basket counts. Ayton's got 20.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
Horford kicks to Irving. Makes it off the glass. He's got 23.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Right, you love the aggressiveness. This guy is willing to take over at the key opportunities.
Now here's Rivers in the corner. It's Oubre out to the right wing. Ayton with it, and it's Horford picking him up. 4 on the shot clock from the wing, and it's Ayton missing. Celtics trail by 4. Brown right side, and Brown throws it down.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Irving against Rivers. Jackson kicks to Oubre. Ayton with it, working on Horford. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. No good there. Some solid defense from Brown. Outside Irving to take the lead. The shot comes out. Now the Suns take it the other way.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's foul number 2 for him. The Suns making a switch here. Warren's checked in. Morris is checked in for Boston. Celtics have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Back to Irving. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Rivers. Boston also with the sub. Tatum's checked in. Here's Irving. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
Bridges, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. And the Suns lead by 4.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Gasping for air and giving limited effort on the defensive end. Right now it's all about the offense. Boy, the shooting has been off the charts.
Now here is Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And it's in there.
He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Smart kicks to Horford. To the paint. Here's Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, Kev, how about the great body control by Kyrie Irving? One of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Now here's Crawford. Here's Ayton. Here's Jackson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, Josh Jackson, the number 4 pick in the draft, despite having a little bit of a raw offensive game. But you think about his motor, the competitiveness, the intensity, what a high ceiling here.
And that one falls for Jackson. And talking about Jackson, he wasn't the only member in his family to play college basketball in Kansas.
Right. His mom didn't go to the same school as Josh. Started out at the community college there. But eventually she transferred to a Division I school. Actually got a WNBA tryout. There's great basketball talent that runs in this family, guys.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. 6-point game. And here is Horford. Back to Smart. To the inside. Irving kicks to Horford. 4 on the clock. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
Inside, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Deep 2 from Crawford. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. In the corner, Smart with it. Bangs home the trifecta.
Growing confidence in his jumper. Smart is rising and firing after the catch of the pass. Nice.
On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Shoots the 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
That's his 2nd make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Smart kicks to Horford. Dishes it to Irving. Smart wide open. He fires. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Suns leading by 8. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. He's covered by Irving. Back to Crawford. Here's Ayton. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And that one misses.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Here's Bridges. Jackson in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
One shot.
That one misses for Booker. Doris, when you think about Devin Booker, you have to think about the 70 points he dropped on the Celtics that one night.
Woo, what a special evening that was, Kevin. Most points ever for a Phoenix Suns player. Most points ever scored against the Celtics. More than Wilt Chamberlain. Think about that, Kev.
Now, here is Irving. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Irving finds Horford. Jackson trying to break free. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Al Horford. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 16-7 run. Bridges passes to Jackson. And he lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here is Morris. Poked away, out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Marcus Smart. Suns leading by 13. Now here's Booker. Jackson in the corner. Looking for Warren. He gets it there. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, I'll tell you, he is showing strides in improving the passing aspect of his game. Josh Jackson, pretty look there.
Boston's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
I'll tell you guys, what a delivery on that lead pass. He puts it right where his teammate can go get it.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for it. The shot's good. And the Suns lead by 15.
Well, the definition of the quote sharpshooter. Booker showing great balance and accuracy for a young guy.
Irving dishes to Tatum. Back to Irving. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Good D by Booker.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Jackson in the corner. He dishes it to Bridges. And that one falls for Bridges. And Phoenix making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Both free throws good from Bridges. Irving with the ball. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
That shot off. Good D by Booker. Phoenix leading by 17. Outside Warren. He kicks to Oubre. Here's Ayton. That's short off the rim. Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And to me, Marcus Morris, guys, has proven he's a critical piece. On the defensive end, he can guard either forward position. He can guard bigger guys because of his strength. And on the offensive end, he can go inside or out. He can come off the bench or be a starter. I love his game.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Irving kicks to Horford. Back to Irving. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And last season, Morris was hurt for a spell, and the team missed his depth.
Right, Kevin, because Marcus Morris coming out of the summer was not 100% healthy. But as the year wore on, he became a matchup problem and an excellent defensive player.
Celtics trail by 21. Brown the pass to Horford. To end the run. Doesn't go that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Booker outside. Outside Warren. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ayton's got 26 points.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Suns.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game. Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Bridges dishes to Booker. Out to the right wing. Shoots. Bridges misses. Outside Irving. So it's the Suns winning easily here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.